Hey guys, Assalamualaikum. So Ramadan is around the corner. Time is flying like crazy. As Ramadan approaches, you're gonna find people who are making pregnant women and breastfeeding moms feel guilty about not participating in Ramadan. Basically, they are being shamed for not fasting. You mostly find it with breastfeeding women that people are all up on them for no reason, talking about, oh, you should be fasting now. Like, you're not pregnant anymore, you should be fasting. It's like, no. The Hadith says that the pregnant woman and the breastfeeding woman, that we're excused from fasting. So why are you all up in somebody else's business talking about you should be fasting? Like, no, it causes a lot of health issues when you are fasting while you are pregnant and when you are fasting while you're breastfeeding. So we better talk about them health issues, because it's not just about your health. It's about the health of your baby, your, unborn baby. Let's dive into fasting while you're pregnant. So whether you are visibly pregnant or not, you should not be fasting. And I notice that with certain cultures, fasting is like, oh, well, whether you're pregnant or not, you should be fasting. But no, you should not be fasting. You have to drink water. Like, when you go to the doctors, they tell you, make sure you're drinking water. It is recommended that a pregnant woman drinks about 96 ounces of water a day. So that's 12 glasses. 12 glasses of water. There is no way you can fit 12 glasses of water between Maghrib to Fajr. Like, from sundown to sunrise, you're not fitting 12 glasses of water in there, because you're going to want to participate in other things like praying Tarawih and doing other, religious activities. So you're not going to be sitting there chugging down 12 glasses of water. You need to do that throughout the day. It's very important because it can lead to dehydration. So Ramadan starts late spring, early summer. Or spring, early summer. It's hot. The past couple days, you guys, it was like in the freaking 90s. I was dying. I was like drenched in sweat. And I was, it was like just so, I was losing so much fluids, because one, your body is hot already. Like, you have this increase in blood flow. So your body's hot. You're going to be sweating, So you're losing the fluid. So if you're not replenishing yourself and taking back in that fluid, then you could become dehydrated, and that can lead to hospitalization and also can affect your baby. So it's important to drink water. So let's talk about the food intake and calorie intake. It's very important to eat throughout the day. So if you're in your first trimester, that becomes difficult, but it's still very important to eat and drink no matter how far along in your pregnancy you are. So they say that pregnant women need about 300 extra calories daily to to function, to help with the baby's development and to help with your health. So that's about between, depending on your body, depending on your size, 18 to like 2,500 calories a day. So it depends on your body type, but you need to have calories, and you need the caloric intake. And if you're not eating enough food, you guys, your poor babies, our poor babies can suffer. Not having enough food can cause your baby to have birth defects, okay? It could cause spina bifida, which is affect baby's spinal cord and brain development. Your baby needs at least between 600 to 800 milligrams of folic acid daily, okay? You're not gonna fit all that in one iftar meal, okay? This is stuff that needs to be taken in throughout the whole day from your meals, like healthy choices. And if you're not eating enough for 30 days, you guys, you're not eating enough, it could cause premature birth, which can lead to lung and heart issues. Again, Allah says you don't have to fast. Like, don't put your health and your baby's health at risk because people are pressuring you to do something that you don't even have to do to begin with. It's no sin on you if you're not fasting. You're able to make up your fast in other ways. Like, don't pressure yourself and don't force yourself, because it's not just you at risk, your baby. Like, think of your baby. So with you, like pregnant women, moms, us, it could cause like anemia. We're not eating enough, and our babies automatically going to take everything from us. So like our vitamins, our calcium, especially our calcium, So if you are not eating enough and making your body healthy for yourself and for your baby, then your baby's going to take everything. So it's going to leave you with calcium deficiency, vitamin deficiency, and electrolyte deficiency. It's not worth it. Don't let these people make you feel bad for doing something you don't have to do. Like, if, they could go ahead and fast. They're not at risk. You and your baby, y'all at risk. So let's talk about breastfeeding women. A lot of people think just because you're not pregnant anymore, like, oh, you should be fasting. No. You should not, because the Prophet said you don't have to do it, and it's for a reason. Fasting for long periods of time can affect your milk supply. That's not worth it. Your baby has rights over you, and one of the rights is to be breastfed if you're able to. So if you're already able to produce, a decent amount of breast milk, don't risk it by fasting. Don't risk it by doing something that Allah has already said you don't have to do. That's being extra. It's recommended that a breastfeeding woman eats about between 2,200 to about 2,500 calories daily. And again, that also depends on your body size and things like that. So for some women, it could be even more. So you have to take in these calories. And if you're not taking the appropriate amount of calories, and your body can suffer, so you're not getting, because you're burning calories too while being pregnant. You're burning like 500 or plus calories a day being pregnant. So that's about, going on a run for like an hour, or like rock climbing for like an hour. So you're doing all this stuff and you're not replenishing your body. So it's going to cause you to become dizzy or nauseous or faint. Like, you don't have to do it. Don't put your health at risk. Like, Allah does not place a burden beyond what we can handle. So he says, don't fast. Don't do it, because it can become a burden for us and it could cause risk. Like, I just want people to know that, like, you don't have to do it, and you shouldn't do it, because it could affect you and your baby, We don't want to affect us and the babies. I'm tired of people who are not pregnant, who have never been pregnant, and who are not breastfeeding, who have never breastfed before, are coming to pregnant and breastfeeding mothers shaming us for doing what Allah says that we're able to do, which is not fast. Like, y'all, listen. Somebody comes up to you talking about why you not fasting, like, bruh, why you in my face? That's the real question. Let's talk about other ways how to participate during Ramadan. You can still pray. You don't get your period, you still pray. If you're pregnant, I recommend sitting down and praying, though. Like, really, sit down and get a chair, because you could faint. Standing up for too long doing tarawih, you could faint. So let's get chairs. Let's be safe. Let's not push ourselves to do things that can cause harm. You could still help with passing out food if your masjid does iftar. You could cook if you're able to. You could, serve people who are fasting. Like, there's other ways that you could participate in Ramadan without having to fast. And it's okay. It's still okay. You could read. You could read so much Quran. You could learn things. You could read books. Like, don't feel like you're not participating in Ramadan because you're not fasting. You can, and you will. It's, Ramadan's a time to get closer to Allah, and for us, it's not through fasting. It's through other religious activities. So let's take advantage of everything that we could do, and then not trip about the things that we're not able to do. And that goes for everybody who can't fast this Ramadan. So I hope that everyone has a blessed Ramadan, and we all make it, we all make it to see Ramadan, and we take advantage of all the amazing opportunities that Ramadan has for us. Ameen.